Hello, welcome to Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Group from the situation of the second movie detailed recent.
Yeah. Thankfully, nothing off schedule happened this time. Like, everything's normal. Although, admittedly, right before the Discord call started, I was asked if I wanted to go with my roommates to Olive Garden, and it's like, yeah, sorry, I have my show tonight. Like, yeah, that's alright. I was already in the middle of cooking food anyway. But yeah. It's, weekly update. Got a new snack video out on Thursday that finally back on track on for as far as that goes. I have like 2 more to record before I'm done with the season. Though there's 5 episodes total still coming out, I just recorded the finale already. Because those stacks were a bit more time sensitive. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on posting the game stuff just yet, because like I'm planning on reworking the intro bits, like retiring the old general channel intro and kind of incorporating that part into the more specific like video openings, like the one for the game videos, one for reaction videos, one for snack videos, and just redoing the whole intro sequence thing. But thankfully I have next week off, so I'll have plenty of time to do that. Although I do plan on going into work on Tuesday because they're having CPR training, and I guess that counts towards work time, I guess. Eh, well, it's a thing. But also, did my computer upgrade. My rig is now rocking a nice 16 terabytes of data storage. One is like the main base storage drive, and the other one is just for all my videos. Yeah, I won't be hurting for storage space anytime soon. What else? Ah. I don't know. It was kind of a slightly uneventful week. I mean, I had to go to work a bit early on Wednesday because there was a memorial service instead of a dinner. On the other hand, I got out of work early. On the other hand, I barely got 3 hours of work time in, so it's like, yeesh. Thankfully, Tuesday's gonna help make up for that. Because, yeah, with the week being off, my second check for March is gonna be kind of low. But yeah, it's, yeah, other than the whole computer upgrade thing, not much has really happened. Like, supposedly tomorrow I'm gonna be helping take the dog to get washed. Supposedly, we'll see how the weather turns out. We've been. It's been a thing that's been supposed to be happening for a while now, but stuff keeps happening to kind of interfere with the plan. But yeah, that's basically, that was my week. Oh, right. Let me, also, as you can see, I've been playing a bit of Risk of Rain 2. Yes, I have it modded. Yes, that was Goku. Yeah, so I decided to do a few Symmetrilim runs, which is like the new game mode that came out with the Survivors of the Void update or DLC. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. Although with the mods, there's like occasional issues, like every now and then, like for whatever reason, monsters won't spawn for the entire 10 rounds in that particular area. Also, apparently the DBZ power levels get reset if you quit a session and come back with the proper save mod. So you basically start back at power level 1. So yeah, the DBZ characters are kind of a do it all in one run or just give up kind of situation. Unfortunate, but understandable. Like two different mods, you can't exactly expect them to mesh perfectly. But yeah, I did this game session earlier today. I was gonna do some DDO, but like, I didn't know if there was gonna be stuff going on tonight, and I've been meaning to go back to DDO. I just haven't really been feeling it, you know. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, partly I want to do a DDO stream just because, like, I guess, well, like, they have an anniversary event going on, and it's either for the event or for the entire year. Usually the VIP gold rolls are once per week, but now it's like every day, and you get a lot of redeemable experience items from that. And yeah, my inventory is getting full. And it's like I kind of want to use them all on camera. This is like, okay, I'm this level now. Now I'm this level. Well, I mean, I don't plan on like exactly leveling up immediately. I want to do some lower level dungeons first, but I'll be able to level up when I so choose to do so. Uh, yeah, I think that tangent's over. Just something that kind of came to mind, you know? Like, oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, I think actually that's basically it for my weekly recap. How was your week?
As I hinted at, the previous trip that happened the previous 2 days went ahead.
All right.
Forever drive I missed the first day due to it being slightly longer than usual.
Hmm.
at the very least, the farthest I've been since things are starting to open up again with few conditions. Prior to this week is as far as Portland, and that's usually just 3 hours.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's all masks off over here in Vancouver too. I'm still wearing the mask. It's like I'm just, one, I'm paranoid. Two, I don't trust people. Three, I fully expect this to completely backfire. And that, like, yeah, decent odds that next big a national celebration day, there's gonna be another big outbreak. Some may call me cynical. I call it basic pattern recognition. Sorry, I got a little bit depressing there. Uh, yeah, I try not to think about things like that much, just cause like I'm a lot happier not doing so. You know.
You recently reminded me that there was an exception during the trip that food joints were easing restrictions, but didn't quite exactly go that far. You still either had to go to the drive-thru or order takeout from front desk.
Yeah, like the rules at the club have actually lightened up a bit. Like masks are optional, but they're no longer requiring it. Thankfully, some members are still deciding to wear masks, so I'm thankful for that at least. I mean, mind you, like with my job, I'm in like the least risky situation. Like I'm outside or I'm in a room and everyone else is either in a different room or downstairs. So it's like, technically speaking, out of everyone there, I need my mask like probably the least, but I still wear it anyway, you know?
But yeah, I got that there since it was our first time in the area. Spent the rest of the day scoping it out.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, we checked into our hotel. That also had to make some adjustments to some the other things are to incorporate those as well as the as well as the temporary sleep times because the event happened because the event was getting started early in the morning, so got up a couple hours before which continental breakfast, packed everything, checked out, got down to the got down to the starting place, and then it was thanks to the reconnaissance previous day, it was easy to step out locations from there on out. They would stop at certain locations that weren't accessible, but we were close at the very least. So that I'm easy going back. So there were no stops except for select meat. Get back a little earlier than scheduled time. Had to another sleeping session as there were some extra action. Afterwards, another 4-hour drive back. Go back approximate. in the range of about 8 o'clock. Slowly getting back to normal with one particular exception. Sleep times ended up happening again, so and if the last 12 plus 12 plus hours in parts. Doing things I really would have done yesterday, incorporating some of that into some normal stuff today. Had to record a bit in order to get the sheet ready.
Right.
But yeah, yesterday was only something I did. Yesterday was only something I did. They miss as the worst fit went past, but also definitely managed to build some interesting data and the possibility of going back there someday. Also in the intervening time frame, took a look at some points of potential interest as the year goes on. I'll be talking about those.
Right. Okay. So, the thing we watched for this week, well, one, until he posted it in the Discord chat, I had never heard of it. Yeah, a show called Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly-Winks. But, yeah, never heard of it before. Which, to be fair, it's seen it. I need to look something up. Let's see now. Huh. Yeah, it's I want to say it was on like PBS or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah, after a certain point in time, I was basically watching all my cartoons on Cartoon Network, so, a lot of stuff I, missed out on.
But yeah, but yeah, as someone who mainly grew, mainly grew up with mainly grew up with PBS, this was a. Can't remember which point of the weekend, but it was definitely a Saturday but it definitely used to be a Saturday or Sunday thing.
Hmm.
Later they ran the show in Cuba. Later they ran the show in Cuba when it was still around, so that was nice throwback.
Right. But yeah, we watched, Season 1, Episode 137. At least that's what it says here. How many episodes are there? Or is it one of those things where it's like it also has? Ah, I see. The one in the 137 is, I guess, is supposed to specify season 1. Because I was looking back at like, oh, it starts off with episode 101. It's like, okay. It just has like a quirky episode numbering. At least on Tubi. But yeah, searching for a Shamrock.
Depends on where you go, but I somehow picked up that's production code.
Oh, that makes sense. But yeah. Brief overview of the situation. Piggly and his friends borrowed a special wooden shamrock from their teacher to use in a presentation about Ireland, and they lose track of it. And okay, this is all framed as, I guess, old Piggly giving advice, like, when I lost a thing, this is what I did. And basically, it's just like, okay, try to trace your steps. Remember where you last saw the thing. And like that is good advice. However, skipping ahead a bit, kind of being bit ruined a little bit. When it's like the other character's like, oh yeah, and here's the thing. And it's like, oh yeah, I put it in there. It's like, kind of ruins it a bit when you have to use like a third party character, not third party, but like an outside a character to kind of like, you know. But yeah, it's like, okay, I last saw it here, but then such and such picked it up, so they have it. And then they go to there, it's like, okay, I did this. Oh, but then you have it. And then this. And they're basically run out of time. It's like, oh no, we're gonna have to tell, oh, we lost the thing. And like other characters like, oh yeah, you forgot your lunch. Like, oh yeah, I put it in my lunchbox. Like, eh. I know, children's cartoon, but I is it wrong that I was kind of hoping that they would, really work it out themselves and find it themselves, Eh. I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed. Eh. But yeah, just a whole lot of like, okay, we were doing this thing at this point in time, and then that happened to the thing. Then I had to do this thing. So that's where I left it. Oh no, it's not there. Oh, but wait. This other character picked it up. So then they did this thing and did this other thing, but then had to do another thing and left it somewhere. Oh, but this other character got the thing, and it kind of goes on like that. It's like, it's fine for the target demographic. It's Also, on a side note, the animation is kind of like, ooh, like, apparently this was in 2005, so that's a bit understandable. But yeah, it, yeah, the character is just certain frames just look kind of maybe not creepy, but just kind of disturbing, Uh,
Mainframe Remaker kind of worked the same way.
huh.
Both were still television specific though. So
Yeah. Oh wow, Mel Brooks was in this.
You didn't have to be concerned about what could have been if it hadn't been.
Also, Tara Strong was in this. Oh wow, well, not obviously not this episode, but like I'm looking at the wiki and it's like, ooh, additional voices. Tim Curry. Ooh. Hmm, cool.
I'm honestly surprised it didn't list him under guest star.
Hmm. Although one thing to note, when we were watching it, like partway through, I got like I guess partway through, no script decided like, oh wait, you have a video playing here. It's like, oh no, like, and kind of slapped a no script kind of watermark thing on top of the video. I could still kind of see the video, just now with a watermark, basically. So yeah, I kind of ended up not watching the credits. But yeah, all right, show the thing he was trying to teach, like tracing your steps and all that stuff. Good lesson. Just the delivery could have been a bit better.
Still working away. Sometimes it's not always that simple.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, it's like Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly I just can't take something with that title seriously, you know? And yes, I realize, again, children's cartoon, you're not supposed to really take it seriously, but still.
Honestly, honestly, that never really bothered me.
Fair enough.
Mel doesn't quite have so many lines this time as Bit of a way going on, but yeah, there's each episode usually. But yes, each episode usually has to subplot with his character. Doing something with fellowship, or sometimes you're giving it away with a plot.
Oh yeah, there's also this B plot with like sheep trying to herd other sheep and making a bet that he could do it without speaking. Like that kind of didn't go anywhere. Like for all I know, it's like one of the like a ongoing side plot throughout all the episodes or something. I don't know.
I was saying sometimes it just. I was saying sometimes it's just in the sheep. Sometimes he intervenes in a bit of something with the A.
Hmm.
But as you could tell, he was the comic relief for the show.
Yeah.
In the main part of it, it's usually more of an episodic slice of life type of deal. The only instance I can think of where it's sort of a two episodes revolved around at least one thing.
Hmm.
Whereas the grandkids were talking something a bit more fictitious, whereas following that, we get the true story. It revolves around the shift signatures, this cart-based.
Hmm.
Basically, their equivalent of a red wagon.
Ah.
Going back to VAs, wasn't sure exactly which one was brought it up, but lead up to this, I was reminded. My trip to MaxCon 2017, which that vlog is of course up. When there was a tear about the whole Irish flair. And turns out they had an actual Irishman coaching them.
Ah. Cool.
During your time there, I got to know one of the Mickey Mini VAs.
Hmm.
Others I can do in the cast include Melissa Disney, Charlie Adler, Neil Ross, Katsushi, speaking of the Freeze 2, this will be the second time I cover something. Um, from Mike Young.
Hmm.
We previously saw the three in the 90s The Legend of the Code movie.
Oh. Hmm. Okay.
Also, to say this is amongst one of the catchiest PBS theme songs. It's known.
It was okay.
Yes. Yes, no, I just remembered. Also rented a couple of DVDs at one point, which is how I came across this particular episode.
Ah.
With the flame artists and everything, it seemed to work.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, discovering that Tara Roosevelt actually makes me, Tara Roosevelt made me appreciate this a bit. Made me appreciate this a bit more. It made me realize. Turns out she was pretty much hazard in one way.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see now. Hmm. Oh, what if we won the Best Animated Series at the Critics' Choice Awards? Cool. Lots of award stuff here. Fair enough.
Haven't quite gotten anything about. Haven't quite gotten anything about the Oscars having happened yet. So that's still up in the air.
Fair enough. The final trailer for Sonic 2 is released, and I must say I am a bit hyped. Death Egg Robot, yes! God, that final level of Sonic 2 was a pain. Having to get through like 2 separate boss battles with no rings. Not easy. Harley Quinn spin-off series Kite Man is in the works at HBO Max. Quote, it'll be kind of like Cheers for supervillains. Huh. Neat. So, the first trailer for Miss Marvel has been released. I actually watched that. Looks decent. Also, first trailer for Puss in Boots 2. Haven't seen that one, so no opinion there.
I only got the cast list for specific roles, but apparently Florence is supposed to be Goldilocks in that movie.
Huh. So, all the Netflix MCU series are now on Disney Plus. So, if you've been waiting to watch those and you have Disney Plus, you can watch it now. Huh. Speaking of Netflix, a Kung Fu Panda series is in the works there, with Jack Black set to reprise his role as Poe. Cool.
If I got this right,
Oh.
one of the plots they'll probably be going after is regarding the young pandas.
Fair enough. So, apparently, where was it? Ah, yes. James Gunn will appear as himself in Harley Quinn Season 3. He's playing himself and is directing a movie about Thomas Wayne. Like, okay. Cool, cool. The live-action Resident Evil series will premiere on July 14th on Netflix. The series stars Lance Reddick, Ella Balinska, Tamara Smart, Sienna Agadong, Adeline Rudolph, and Paola Nunez. I apologize if I butchered any of those names. I keep forgetting that there's going to be a Resident Evil series. Wait, what? A Play-Doh film is in the works. What?
going back to Resident Evil.
Hey,
Going back to Resident Evil, the post has some interesting posters for the show.
uh-huh, uh-huh. Play-Doh. But how...
My guess is in one way or another it'll be similar to the Lego movie, where
Maybe,
where it revolves in a way around creation.
possibly. Hey,
Granted, it's not a solid building,
isn't that
granted it's not a solid building material, but it's still crafting.
fair? Like, either that or wild guess, this Play-Doh stuff came from space and it was found by a kid who discovers something or other. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, okay, what kind of plot would they have to use with Play-Doh? You know? I don't know. Christopher Lloyd has been cast in The Mandalorian Season 3. Nice.
Space points. Okay, I guess. It's funny. I almost thought you were gonna think. It's funny. I almost thought I almost thought you were also gonna try to divert try to divert the historical drama kind of angle in regards to its creation.
Eh. So, last week we mentioned the, oh, you're gonna say something? You can go first. I don't mind.
But that's not quite out of a kid's imagination when thinking about where it came from himself or herself.
Yeah. So, last week we talked about the Toei animation hack. So, apparently, alongside all those other shows that were delayed, the Dragon Ball Super superhero film has also been delayed. And to kind of segue from that, since one of the delayed shows was Digimon Ghost Game, Discotech has licensed the 1980 Astro Boy, Digimon Adventure, Symphogear GX, and more. Let me pull up the page. And by the way, that is the Digimon Adventure from the late 90s, early 2000s, and not the 2021 reboot or 2020, whatever year it was. It's the original. And it'll be coming in two flavors: English dub and original Japanese. Yes! I mean, I appreciate the original English dub. Like, But still, having like the original Japanese audio would be cool. Unfortunately, it's one of those cases where they can't have both in the same package because, yeah, the English version had some cuts here and there, and yeah, it just wouldn't sync up, unfortunately. Ooh, also the 23rd Detective Conan film. Yeah, they've been slowly working through the backlog for those, and ever since they got the license. I'm hoping that eventually they'll get around to redubbing the early episodes. Because if they did that, I would definitely buy the releases of that. Like, yeah, I've kind of had a personal boycott against the English version just because they changed all the names. It's like they Americanized it. Like, I'm sorry, but for this kind of show, that does not fly. You know. I mean, hell, even in the English dub of Digimon, technically all they did was give the characters nicknames. Also, they changed Kai's family name for some reason. It's one of those weird things, like, it happened, no, not sure why, but whatever.
My guess is it's a lost in translation type of deal.
Okay, I might have a slight clue why. See, in the original Japanese, Tai's family name was Yagami. Now, it's possible they thought, like, wait, if you spell that backwards, it's I'm a gay. Yeah, it's one of those stupid things like, oh no. So they changed it to Kamiya. It's like, it's not a major thing. It's just like one of those kind of a weird quirk, you know? It, it's, it's not a real deal breaker, you know?
Also at the
And to
time,
segue again,
also at the
oh, go
time,
ahead.
also at the time, it didn't really surface either in the media or human history.
Yeah. But yeah, to segue once again, the, where was it? The Detective Conan spin-off anime, Zero's Tea Time, will be streaming on Netflix outside of Japan in July. I might check that out as soon as I get caught up with the manga. I've been meaning to binge read it for a while now, and I just keep getting distracted. Like, I'd read it, but like new characters. It's the same reason why I haven't watched the more recent movies. Like, oh great, all these characters that I haven't been properly introduced to yet. I remind you, they do like a little prop or recap thing at the beginning of each movie, which is nice for newcomers, but still. See now. So, people who followed Pony for a while may have heard about something called Philly Fantasia. It has an English dub now. I haven't checked it out. I don't know if it's any good, but it exists.
For me, it's kind of a for me, it's kind of a. For me, it's a bit late that EKD took a notice of this, as someone has been to Everfree, saying went to the Riffing is Magic panel, and which is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Either didn't get a proper televisation in the States, or dub was released elsewhere.
Right. So, continuing with the Disney controversy from last week, former Blue Sky staffers say Disney leadership took issue with some queer elements of Nimona, particularly with a same-sex kiss. Also, apparently there was this, not related to a movie thing, but like Disney World thing, like apparently something about Indian themed cheerleaders and a scalping chant or something. Yeah, Disney is not having a good month, to say the least.
Not a good reason, but at least there's a reason as to why. Well, another good another reason as to why Blue Sky is no longer around.
Yep.
Thankfully, things seem to be turning around as similar scene was in Pixar's Lightyear, now being reinstated after backlash after Chepex handling over Don't Say Gay bill.
Yep.
So, looks like they're slightly owning up.
For now. They say they'll do better, but they're just waiting until people aren't watching anymore. Then it'll be back to business as usual. Oh yeah, speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, they also had the poster for the movie, and they actually took cues from the box art for the original game. Well, Sonic 2 original game. And it's like, okay, they have clearly done their research, and like, good on them. Like,
I've also been saying
like
that.
they clearly care.
Slightly similar notes. Dead Space remake to arrive by the next year, according to EA.
Hmm. All right. Right, that's what I was gonna do. Let's see now. Hmm. So apparently Netflix is creating a new Tekken anime, Tekken Bloodline. Cool. Could potentially be good. Oh yeah, the new Final Fantasy game came out, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. I have no idea what it's about. Huh. So apparently it's kind of based on the first Final Fantasy game. Not exactly the same game, but kind of. Huh. Ooh, job system. Okay. But yeah, it's like it is on PC, but once again, it's on the Epic Game Store. Uh, if I do get it there, I'm gonna wait for a sale. It's like I'm interested, but it's like I don't know. There's another thing I was looking at.
Sadly, I can't remember the last time I mentioned this, but Owl House is back on Saturday mornings, Disney Channel.
Nice.
Second half of the latest Amphibia season also premiered earlier today.
Hmm.
Second issue of the G5 Comics also got its unveilings.
Yep. I need to set up a subscription for that one so I can pick it up. There's the thing I was reading. Where is it? Here it is. So, it might just be like a server glitch, but apparently the Nintendo DSi shop and Wii shop channel have been pulled offline with no ability to re-download titles. Again, it's possible that it's just like a server issue. But if not, yeah, there was no notice.
I feel the lean towards the former.
Yeah. And just for clarification, technically the Wii Shop shell has been closed since 2019, but that was only in so much as you not being able to purchase new items. You were still able to re-download things you already purchased. Hmm. I'm just checking my usual website to see if there's anything like more immediately recent that hasn't been put on the spreadsheet yet. Okay, I remember seeing this on the spreadsheet, but I think anyway, the Morbius director has officially confirmed that there is an iteration of Spider-Man in the Morbius universe. So, yeah.
Speaking of inclusions, somewhat, Darth Maul was originally in the original plans for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Ray Park signing on to return.
That would have been cool. Although, to be fair, like, anyone who watched the animated shows know, like, oh yeah, he totally survived episode 1. But people who didn't watch it and were just watching the live action stuff may have been a bit confused as, like, wait, didn't he die? So, maybe that had a potential factor into it. I don't know.
That helps a bit with the solo confusion.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of completely did during the creative overhaul. As Filoni and Favreau confuse original plans were too similar to The Mandalorian.
Hmm.
Courage Deborah Chadwick Picker and Seems Spader's the replacement.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's the issue when you have like a whole multimedia franchise thing. It's like you can't assume that everyone's following everything you've got going on. So if you have a character in one bit and then you have them come over to the other bit, sometimes you get a bit of continuity lockout. Or, is that the right term? Point is, like, people who weren't following are now wondering what the hell's going on. Yeah, for example, the Hack franchise. You got the first anime, which leads into the first set of games. Then you have the sequel anime, which kind of leads into the sequel set of games, but other bits are basically retconned out. Then you have the books and the mangas, which I guess are kind of its own little continuity thing. Well, the manga, and then the anime for that manga, which is its own thing, doesn't actually count. And point is, it's easy to get lost when you have like all sorts of different things going on. But yeah.
Getting back to awards territory, most awards went to Paradog and Dune, which was Best Visual Score, Best Visual Effects at Critics' Choice. And the dog was Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography.
Okay.
Corelda took Best Costume Design both there, as well as the Double E British Academy Film and Television.
Hmm.
Getting back to Dune, it took 5 categories at the Double E: cinematography, visual effects, sound, production, design, and original score.
Hmm.
Batman crosses 500 million at the worldwide box office, so again, thought of Robert doing artsy porn is going sliding further.
Hmm. Meanwhile, in "Oh God, Not Again" news, um, Adult Swim has announced 2 more seasons of Fooly Cooly. Like, guys, you already tried this before. It didn't really work. Like, odds are, no matter how you try, you're not recapturing the magic of the original. Like, if I recall correctly, the general reaction to the previous new 2 seasons was a great general meh. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening.
See, I'm working to save 2 rare near central electrics. And what's the other equipment? It's an isolated location.
Hmm.
Paralympic results have us in 5th place. 6 gold, 11 silver, 3 bronze, 20 in total.
Hmm. Okay.
Canada had us by 5. With an 8, 6, 11. Britain takes 6. 1, 1, 4. Australia, only 1 bronze.
Hmm.
Indiana Transportation Museum equipment headed to Fort Wayne. Alright, yes. Recovery Research Project going to the top of Mount Washington. Briscoe becomes the 200th winner of the Syrinx by winning at Phoenix. For the Mustangs in the top 10s. There we go. Friendly course server could also go through the friends family of. Peter Bowles, Searching Adventures. Amongst others. Yohane Yamamoto. Mark Squirrel Alternative. Siri, amongst others. Kunimitsu Takahashi. four-time All-Jap Sports Prototype champ. Barbara Mayer Gustern, vocal coach. Resume includes Blondie. Lauro Cavazos, first Hispanic serve U.S. cabinet. Amy Makovich. Historian, especially in the Lifetimes Fleegan. Joe Screen, Sprinter Champion 68. Wrestling stars Scott Hull. Kira Takarada from the Godzilla film series. Figel Ford, British racing driver. Robert Vincent O'Neill, the Angel film series. Jack Stevens, Fox News. William Hertz, MCU, SNL. Also for the Pole Express and Audio Cassette. And the ever-mounting list of victims of the crisis on the other side of the world.
So I was looking at Twitter, and apparently archaeologists have found an ancient lead sarcophagus under Notre Dame. And it's like, maybe they'll release whatever's in there, and it can fight that Japanese Fox demon that was released like last month. When reality itself is doing a better dark universe than I forgot who
Universal?
was it, MGM? Universal, yeah. When reality is doing a better dark universe than Universal.
Since you brought them up, Amazon's completed its merger with them, so I expect their streaming library is going to expand a bit.
Yep. But yeah, like not a good sign for the world. Like first you have all the companies doing all the things that explicitly stated like you should not do these things, and now we're taking cues from the horror genre. Like, oh great. Yeah. So yeah, next week should be normal as usual. Don't think I have anything going on. But again, uh, uh, I'll keep you updated if anything comes up. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything because next week is my cousin's long work weekend. So, yeah, we're not gonna be going out or anything, at least as far as they go. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing Risk of Rain 2, but there's a few mods I want to use, but they haven't been updated yet. It's like, but wonder if there's a way to update it myself. It's like, but none of the things tell you how to update a mod. It's like, what if I wanted to make a mod and had to update it for the new DLC? Oh, sorry, can't help you. You know? Eh. Basically, it's the Gradius mod. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to play with, but nope, new DLC and updates and all that. And the last release was 3 months ago. Anyway.
Unfortunately, the best source I can find for best I can come up with for next week is some parents. TV version of which the poster did not edit out the commercials, but
Oh, that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I could probably do something about that. Gulliver's Travels, Fraggle Rock, Project X. Wait, what?
I think it's the
Gabriel Guild, Disney.
yeah, that's the one, Darby.
Okay, so okay. I could probably do something with that. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that's helps out.
Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of episodes of Pokemon on here. I was just like, oh yeah, the VHS fault. Like 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,026 episodes. Huh. So yeah, I guess if anyone wants to binge watch Pokemon, archive.org's the place to go. Oh, and the movies. Huh, never knew that. Hmm. Toy Story, 1996 VHS.
Like I said, I've discovered a thing in recent times. Archiving specific materials from old VHS tapes and things like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully with this, we should be back to an 8 o'clock start, because otherwise would have been earlier.
Right.
But yes, interesting to see. Entry that wasn't quite entry that wasn't quite entry that surprisingly I didn't quite know about until certain Chicago lender brought it up.
Hmm.
Until which stay safe, stay well, good mix, good visit to pray, and hopefully we will see you all next week. Take care.